Since mid-August, a group of 4 University of Puget Sound students have been rowing the Mississippi River. Along the way, they have been documenting the river with a Google Maps Street View camera. I recently talked by phone with expedition member Calli Vasatka about this project.
The Google Tracker, which we are bringing down the Mississippi with us, is designed to street view the Mississippi River. So as most people have seen, like Google cars driving around with really crazy-looking cameras on top, this is the exact same thing. It's taking pictures of the area that we're rowing through, so similar to the cars, which takes the Google Street View of this street so that people can see their houses or their school or different locations, different cities. It's the exact same thing, and we're hoping by doing this that people who don't live on the river, or if they maybe live in Minneapolis but want to see what New Orleans looks like, or they're not able to make it up to the headwaters in Minnesota, that they can then go on to Google and look at Google Maps and see what that looks like, exactly how we experience the river, and maybe get, whether they're interested in traveling on it, get an idea of what that looks like, or just gain more knowledge about what this place looks like.
Is it awkward at all having the device on your canoe and then your rowboat?
It definitely proved a little bit more of a challenge with the canoes because it was about 6 feet tall off the canoe, and so it was put on a platform that was about 6 feet taller than the canoe itself, so it was very top heavy. So in order to prevent the canoe from flipping, we had to put 2 pontoons, one on each side of the canoe, which caused a lot of drag, so that meant that the canoe was really heavy with each stroke that we took, which when you're rowing or canoeing all day, that can get really exhausting because it was pretty much starting from a dead stop every single time. That's what it felt like. The rowboats are a little bit easier because it doesn't have as much drag, and it's a much smaller platform that it's on. It's not as high up, so there's not as much resistance. And then also, we've got stronger as the trip progressed, so I think it's a little bit easier now to deal and work with it. But it weighs about 50 pounds or so as a unit, so it's definitely a little bit additional extra weight that maybe would be nice not to have, but it's a pretty cool and fun object to